congratulate Daniel and Professor Eda Kashukia for the investitures they have received today, the honors they have received today from the government and people of Kenya. A very well-deserved honor. When I know this function was supposed to happen sometime last week, but I took time. And because I wanted to honor these legends of education in Kenya. And I said, let's delay this ceremony by a few days so that I could prepare myself to honor these great Kenyans who have made a big difference in our education sector. And I'm very proud today that we have consummated that function. And that's why it is a delightful privilege to be with you this morning and to preside over this historic ceremony as we issue charter and award the charter to Riara University. The award marks a truly crowning achievement for the founders and leadership of this institution, whose commitments to consistent investment to raise the standard of private education in Kenya is well documented. Therefore, this event is yet another significant milestone in our country's journey to improve the quality and at the same time expand access to quality higher education by strengthening the university sector's capacity to meet the human development needs of an ambitious people, manage the dynamic imperatives of a globalized economy, and address the innovative gaps of our nations and region. When I read the logo of the university, and it was nurturing innovators, it speaks to the realities of the moment. We are here to reaffirm our understanding and remind the world of the indispensable role of education as the key to prosperity, in the sense that it is the foundation upon which we build a strong, dynamic, resilient, secure, and innovative society. Education is also a strong pillar of freedom, democracy, justice, and the rule of law. Bearing this in mind, it is possible for us to better appreciate the evolution of higher education in Kenya, which has been nothing short of remarkable, as being consistent with our nation's disposition and ambition. In 1970, we had only 2 universities, one public and one private, serving about 3,000 students. Today, we have a total of 79 universities with over 570,000 students, 150 of which attend private universities. I have no doubt that this impressive progress was only made possible by the immense contribution of visionaries who dared to dream bold dreams, pioneering entrepreneurs who staked fortune on their conviction, and dedicated professionals who were willing to give new methods, approaches, and systems a chance. Illustrious educationists like those behind the Riara group of schools, of which Riara University is a part, are among the leading lights of this exemplary movement in the private sector. I am honored to have this opportunity of congratulating Mr. Daniel Kashukia and Professor Eda Kashukia for the pioneering role they have played in our country's education sector and done so for many decades. Their work over the past 50 years has positively shaped the landscape of Kenyan teaching and learning, touching thousands of lives and positively affecting the destinies of millions. Your impact and legacy will endure for generations to come. Ladies and gentlemen, I am certain that we all agree that the commendable growth and expansion of our higher education sector must be accompanied by a consistent commitment to the highest standards, as well as intentional, innovative, and forward-thinking strategies in order to align with the endlessly evolving needs of our economy and our society as well. Without this attitude, we shall struggle to fully unlock its transformative potential. With collaboration between the public and private sector, between education and industry, between learning, training, and research, and between communities and educators, our country will advance greatly as a leader in emerging fields of knowledge, science, technology, and innovation. In this spirit, I invite all of us to apply our minds to the critical challenge of unemployment and rise to the occasion by redefining the role of universities, not merely as centers of academic excellence, but equally and crucially as engines of opportunities and innovation. The time has come for us to critically review curricula in order to design programs that equip graduates with the knowledge, skills, and attitudes needed to excel in an increasingly competitive, highly dynamic, and globalized job market. It is no secret that chronic underfunding has been a critical impediment to the ability of our universities to design and implement market-oriented programs that align with the needs of our modern economy. I have disclosed before that by the end of 2022, our public universities had accumulated debts exceeding 120 billion, with 23 of them struggling and on the verge of bankruptcy. However, through determined collaboration, we have developed and implemented interventions to strengthen university governance, democratize their revenue streams, and implement cost-cutting measures. Across the world, institutions of higher learning are moving towards a stronger role in enterprise, with many integrating research, innovation, and production into their core functions. The time has come for Kenya to embrace this model, and through the Kenya Network of Entrepreneurial Universities, to which RIARA belongs, we intend to engage all universities to implement this program. At present, participating institutions, among them, as I have said, RIARA University, are 14 universities, 3 of which are private. In the 2025-2026 financial year, this number will increase to 24, with a long-term goal of incorporating all public and private universities. This transformation is already yielding fruits and results, with clear progress towards sustainability. Our universities have increased their extra budgetary revenues by 9.6 billion, from 42.5 billion to 54.8 billion in the year 2024-2026 financial year. This is strong evidence that by diversifying revenue streams, universities are indeed moving towards financial independence and institutional sustainability. This is good news for learning, teaching, research, development, and innovation. To enhance efficiency in student financing by streamlining loan processing and ensuring timely disbursements, the Government of Kenya has emerged the Higher Education Loans Board, commonly known as HELP, and the Universities Fund. And as I promised last week, HELP released 1.5 billion last Friday, and yesterday an additional 4.5 billion, bringing the total disbursement to 6 billion for students active. So far, HELP has disbursed 36.6 billion in tuition and active loans, benefiting 418,000 university students and 233,000 trainees in TVET institutions for the year 2024-2025 financial year. It is important, these numbers are important for us to appreciate where our education and funding is. We are going to be spending this year 650 billion, Kenya shillings 650 billion for our education sector. That is 29% of our entire budget. We increased that amount slightly to cover the 76,000 additional teachers we hired in the last 2 years, and also the additional classrooms that we are building. In the last 1 year, we have built 17,000 classrooms across Kenya to facilitate the transition of our CBC program, specifically in the city of Nairobi, where in our informal settlements, we still have the biggest challenge of access by children in informal settlements. Last year, I did an affirmative action for the city of Nairobi and provided an extra 1 billion shillings to build 500 new classrooms. I'm very happy that that process is underway, working with the members of parliament of the city. Additionally, we will be looking at the budget again this year, because in the city of Nairobi alone, we have a shortage of 3,000 classrooms. And we will continuously work towards making sure that even the students in the informal schools find their way into our formal schools. These statistics are very important because they underscore the progress we are making on our journey of guaranteeing inclusive higher education. Ladies and gentlemen, I must briefly mention another key reform underway in our education system, which complements the efforts to improve the relevance and applicability of education, as well as its capacity to offer effective pathways for developing skills and talents of learners. The competence-based curriculum model equips learners with practical and relevant skills, ensuring they transition seamlessly into well-prepared professionals and entrepreneurs ready to power our economy. I want to assure parents that the government has made all the necessary arrangements, and the Ministry of Education is well seized of all the necessary infrastructure, human resource, and materials for learning to move us to complete the CBC program next year, to transition into the next class. We have also provided resources working with development partners to ensure that we build another 1,600 laboratories in schools that do not have those facilities now, so that we can even the playing field, or for that matter, the learning field for all learners, that no learner will look at a Bunsen burner for the first time during an exam, that we must get every child to access a laboratory and to know what goes on in a laboratory before they get to an exam. And progressively, we are targeting schools that do not have such facilities, many of them in rural Kenya and informal settlements. To remain competitive in a global landscape, I encourage our universities to forge stronger partnerships with the private sector and commercialize innovations, develop market-driven programs that equip students with future-ready skills, and leverage technology and digital platforms to expand access to learning opportunities. I therefore urge Riara University to lead the way in mobilizing the necessary resources to actualize its Konsa campus into a center of excellence in technology innovation. not just within Concert Technopolis, but across Africa. And I hope you will take up that responsibility, Mr. Vice Chancellor. There is a big ecosystem around the CONSA. It's part of our digital infrastructure. You're aware we're rolling out close to 100,000 kilometers of fiber optic, working with Kenya Power. We've made the decision that while delivering electricity, we must also deliver fiber optic. In fact, we have a bigger footprint of electricity around Kenya. And we decided that we are not going to be digging roads and what we will deliver fiber on our electricity lines. And that process is moving with great speed. And I hope you will be part of nurturing innovators, as you have said in that beautiful logo there. I assure you of the government's steadfast commitment to the growth and development of our higher education sector. We shall continue to design policies that transform universities into hubs of research, innovation, and excellence. And just to mention, I am seriously considering a State Department to deal specifically with research and development and innovation as a way of ensuring that we grow that space because of the tremendous opportunity that exists in innovation and in research. Once again, I congratulate Riara University on this historic achievement. May you continue to bear high the bright torch of knowledge and innovation, and to inspire generations to contribute to our nation's progress towards greatness. I now officially bring this function to a conclusion, congratulating Daniel and Professor Eda Hashukia for this phenomenal achievement. It is nothing short of a miracle from a kindergarten of 20 to a whole ecosystem of education that includes a chartered university is no mean achievement. Congratulations. And congratulations again. While I waited, this function was supposed to start at 11. So I was ready at 11. And then I asked, okay, can we proceed with the function? I was told Daniel and Professor Kachukia have not arrived. And I said, with age, you can get away with anything. And there was no way that this function would either be postponed or whatever, because you deserve this moment. You have earned this moment because of your tremendous contribution to not just education, but to the progress of our country. And I'm very, very proud today that in a very small way, I have become part of your history by the honor that you have received and by signing this charter. It is a privilege for me, and my very best wishes as you steer this university into the future. I know Jendaya Fraser very well. She's a very capable professional, a lady of tremendous outstanding, picking up from a very senior professional from Kenya with a distinguished career, Mr. Kiboro here. So I am very sure that Riara University is in very good hands, both at the strategic leadership level of the founders and at the management level of the people who will be involved in the running of this university. I look forward to working with you, and the government of Kenya, as I have said, will be at hand to support you and to assist you The Commission for University Education will provide the necessary guidance, and I'm sure the Ministry of Education will work with you on all the other issues to make sure that we deliver quality education to the people of Kenya that is affordable, that is accessible, and that is relevant. So thank you very much. Congratulations again, and my very best wishes.
I'll request that we all be upstanding as we conclude this particular function.